morning. I am just in my little home gym. I've got up quite early, around 5:30. I'm not sleeping amazing at the moment actually. My son woke me up in the night and then I just feel like I had quite fitful sleep after that. However, I'm up, I've had a coffee, I'm in the gym. I've got about a 30-ish, 40-minute workout that I'm going to do today. Just a nice full body strength workout. Thought I would just show you this is how I start. Not every single day, by the way. I don't get up and train every day, but I had a rest day yesterday. I trained on Monday. Today's Wednesday, so I'm going to get in another session today, and I'll aim again also for Friday. And yeah, I just thought I would take you along with me and do a little bit of a day in the life vlog today. Hopefully I'll remember to record throughout the day. At least I've started off well, because quite often I've thought about doing one of these vlogs and then I completely forget and it's halfway through the day and I'm like, damn it, I did not record myself this morning. So yeah, that was a realistic representation of my morning. Coming downstairs, making a coffee. I tend to try and get dressed before I come down just because I find it easier then to like come into the gym. So I've got my coffee, or I've had my coffee. So I've had my coffee and yeah, just gonna warm up, get my strength session done. Maybe my son will still be asleep, we'll see. My husband's in the house, so he can be on childcare duty for first thing this morning. And yeah, we'll just go from there. I'm sorry, the lighting in here is awful with the bright white lights we've got in here. It is starting to get light outside though, which is so nice. It's only 6 AM, so yeah, feels like spring is coming. Anyway, I'm gonna have a workout and I'll check in with you later. So I'm just sat here before my first client of the day. I've got 2 in-person clients back to back this morning. I do a really nice mix at the moment of in-person and online. Primarily, most of my clients are online. They train with me from different locations and I support them every single week, but just don't see them in person unless we do anything like a virtual call, etc. But I have some clients that come to me in my home gym studio, so I've got 2 of those this morning. So I'm just getting ready to pop in the gym. I log all my clients' workouts on my iPad, my trusty old iPad that I hope never breaks, but it's quite old now, so I'm sure it will at some point. But I love having my clients' programs on here so I can like see what I've written for them. There's progressive overload built in over the weeks. I can look back at their weights from last week. I can input their weights this week. So keeps me on track, keeps them on track. And then every few weeks I'll sit down and rewrite and write their next program essentially. So yeah, got my iPad ready. I've just got the kettle on to make myself a cup of tea to take in the gym. You might be able to hear in the background, my tumble dryer is on. I feel like if you work from home, you'll relate. My days are very much like a mix of trying to get a bit of housework done around my work. So the washing is on, the weather is nice today, so once that's kind of had a little bit of a dry, I'm going to pop it outside when my clients have gone as well. I don't feel like it's that professional to have washing all over my garden when clients have to walk through the garden to get to my gym. So yeah, a busy Wednesday morning, but a really nice one. I wanted to chat to you as I had my breakfast, but my son was up. I think he got up about 6:15, so it was nice for me. I got my workout done, I came in, he was up then. So I had my breakfast, had a shower, got ready. He's at nursery now. And yeah, just getting on with the day. After my in-person clients, I am going for a dog walk. So I'll take you with me so you can see a few clips of where I go today. The sun is so nice, so I'm just gonna make the most of it. Then I am going to be back at home because I've got a consultation call with a potential new client. So looking forward to that as well. And then it'll be an afternoon of working on my laptop. So I'll check in with you at some point then. Hello again. So just a very quick interlude from me. I am just making myself lunch. I've been out for a walk with my friend, which was so lovely. The weather is just amazing here today, and probably most of you guys watching this are in the UK, and the weather has been so awful in 2026 for the most part. So any sunny day, I feel like we are like magpies attracted to the sun, attracted to that gold. So basically I just went out and had an extended early lunch break where I walked the dog, I caught up with my friend. I definitely had some like best friend therapy, which was really nice. Now I'm making myself a quick lunch before I go and have a client call at 12:30. It's currently 12:15. We don't have much in the house today in terms of food because tomorrow is our food shop day. We usually do it on Thursday. But I've got some wraps, I've got some eggs, I've got some cottage cheese. So in terms of a high protein lunch, I can still tick that box. So I've just made myself scrambled eggs, I've popped it in a wrap, I've put some cottage cheese on top, and I'm putting it in the air fryer so that it can like seal together. Is this going to be really messy? I think I might have to eat it with a knife and fork. But anyway, there is a quick idea if you need one for a high protein lunch which isn't going to take too much time to prepare, and I had the ingredients available. Sometimes it's just making do with what you've got. I didn't plan today's lunch, so it's definitely my fault. I was a bit disorganized, which I try to be quite organized with my food, but I'm not perfect. It doesn't happen all the time. But yeah, at least I've got some protein in me, and I've also got a bag of crisps in the cupboard, which I know I'm going to have as well, and I've got an apple. So I think all round that's going to be a decent lunch. So yeah, I'm just going to have that now, and after my lunch break I'm going to obviously have my client call, and then I've got yeah, some work on my laptop to do. So that is what I'll be getting on with. Definitely a wrap that I'm going to eat with a knife and fork. Hello again. So I'm in the car. I've just driven over to kind of central Cardiff. So I live just outside Cardiff, and I've just come kind of more inner city. I've booked myself a massage for today. So it is a sports massage. I used to get monthly sports massages a few years ago, and it's definitely something that I have neglected since having my son. I've had the odd massage, but it was definitely something that I prioritised every month, which I just kind of didn't want to spend, or didn't feel like I could spend the money and the time on myself since having him, which maybe was a silly decision because I'm all about women making sure they look after themselves and filling up their cup, because that helps them look after other people. And I really do think with something like massage, it's prevention rather than cure. It helps you not get injured, it helps you feel better, and then you don't have to have like physio treatment, or hopefully not as often, or you don't get injured as often. But I have neglected it, which I think is a very normal mum thing to do. I'm sure lots of you guys relate if you've got young children, or children of any age, to be honest. So I think that it will be a good thing for me to go and get done today. I actually had one last month, and I'm going to try and have one monthly, I think. So yeah, I'm about to have that done. It's an hour's massage. And in fact, on my podcast this week, which came out last week on YouTube, I was talking to my clients about factoring in things for you, not like fitness related either. I always talk about fitness and eating well as being forms of self-care, which they absolutely are, but forms of self-care which haven't got anything to do with that as well. And I said one thing that I like doing is getting my nails done once a month, and I really want to prioritise factoring in budget-wise and time-wise getting a massage once a month as well. So here I am getting that done, and after here I'm gonna head straight home. My son will be home from nursery. My husband is picking him up, so my son will be home from nursery probably half an hour, 45 minutes after I'm back. So I'm just going to round up work for the day, and yeah, get some dinner ready, and then we'll be on to the evening activities, which is definitely not work focused, it's more mum focused. Although I do have a client call booked in this evening, which isn't the norm, but occasionally I will offer out some evening slots for clients that just can't have a catch up during the day. So I've got that to make sure I'm ready for as well. But anyway, now it's definitely time for my massage. I'm going to head in, and I'll report back to you guys later about how it went. It is the next day. I, with best intentions, wanted to film a whole day in the life type scenario, but life happens. I got really busy towards the end of the day. Then once my son was home from nursery, I don't really want to share him on these YouTube videos, not really anyway. Maybe I would show him like in the background or something, but I don't really want to film during family time. But basically that's what we had last night. Is I had my massage, which was amazing, by the way. I will leave the link to the company I went to, which is Cardiff based, if anyone is Cardiff based watching this as well. I think a few of you might be. I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, they're really good. They do sports massage, and that's what I really wanted. I think I might have said that yesterday, but basically I wanted someone to go in on the tight muscles, and that's exactly what they did. So yeah, that was really, really good. Got home, basically my husband was getting my son from childcare. I started the dinner on a Tuesday, Wednesday, which are our long working days. We tend to have ready meals, to be honest. I talked about this before in my video when I did like my food shop. I've talked about it a bit on social media. Because I want to be realistic with you guys. I'm not like a fitness and nutrition coach who's here making food from scratch every single day. I'm also a busy working mum. I've got a lot on my plate too. In an ideal world, yes, I'd make amazing meals from scratch, but that's just not realistic. If I can have convenience food sometimes in the form of a decent ready meal, then I will. And actually Tuesday, Wednesday, quite regularly we have a ready meal. Some of the brands that I really like, and again I'll mention them in the description of this video, hopefully, if I remember. I'm still new to this YouTube malarkey. But we really like Gym Kitchen. Actually last night we had my protein meals. We had like a meatball pasta, which was really good. The Aldi and Lidl own versions also really good. So yeah, if you look on the ingredients list, and if they are quite decent in terms of like protein and not having loads of extra ingredients, then yeah, I would say that they're a winner. So those are the brands that I really like, and actually they're a lifesaver on those really busy working days. So anyway, I got that ready. My son came home from nursery, then it's just a whirlwind hour before his bedtime, so I tend to just like spend a bit of time with him, do his bed and bath time. And then actually last night I did have a client call, because every 6 weeks I do offer my clients on my Thrive program the chance to catch up with me one-on-one, and we chat about how they're doing, if they're struggling with anything, if they want a bit more of a plan for the next few weeks going forward. We'll talk about that and we'll make sure they've got plans in place. So I had one of those yesterday evening. I don't tend to do many evening calls, but now and again I'll offer an evening slot, because I appreciate lots of people can't chat during the day in the weekday. So I had a catch up with one of my lovely clients, which was really good actually. So from 8 PM onwards then, I was in proper chill mode. Watched a bit of TV, got ready for bed, read my book. I'm a very early to bed person, but that's because I tend to get up very early as well. This morning, which is Thursday, I had a live workout, which I do with some of my online clients on Zoom. I've been doing that for quite a long time now, and they love that class. It's 30 minutes from start to finish. And I basically host it on Zoom. I'm in my little gym. We do a half an hour strength workout together. I record it so that any clients who can't make it live, because obviously that time doesn't suit everyone, they can do it on a day and time that works for them. So yeah, I did that this morning. Now I'm just getting ready to take my son to nursery again. So it's all go, go, go. But hopefully this has been a nice video in terms of just giving you an idea of what my days look like. Yesterday was one of my long working days, but obviously I still managed to fit in a walk, and I still managed to fit in going for my massage. So I feel very lucky in that sense. Being self-employed, there are lots of benefits in terms of I can fit stuff in during the week around my working hours, but it did mean that I did some work in the evening as well, so it kind of all balances out that way. And obviously yesterday I gave you like a little glimpse of what my food was like, showing you that I'm not perfect. Like, I didn't have lunch planned, I just had to grab stuff out the cupboard in the fridge, but I still managed to have a high protein lunch. I still managed to have some fruit and veg in my day. I had a convenience meal for dinner. I did have a little bar of chocolate in the evening as well. So I feel like I'm very realistic and like quote unquote normal in my approach to food and movement, and hopefully lots of you relate. But yeah, if you liked this video and you'd like to see another day in the life, I would do it when my routine is slightly different. Let me know in the comments, because again, I want to create content on here that people want to watch. So if there's anything that you yeah, would like to see more of, or even if you're just enjoying these videos, I'd love a like, I'd love a comment. Anything that helps like YouTube kind of push my content out to more people would be amazing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope this has come across okay, because I'm very new at like how much talking to the camera and taking you around with me and editing the video. Yeah, I'm new to all that, so hopefully it's coming across okay and you're enjoying. But I look forward to doing another one soon, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.